do it. Let's do it, guys.
You feel me? So yeah, we are here. Whoops, we are here today on another great episode of Black Men Meet. You already know who it is. It's your man, SumOfMan. Like the grand total, we got my man over here, Noir King, 6 hard as bricks, and we got 2 special guests today. Down here, we got my man Carpe, fantastical Carpe, TikTok sensation, powerful producer. You know what I'm saying? Braid Gang Money over here looking like Project Pat back in the day, bruh. And we got my man Age Scott right over here. Okay, a very, very talented MC, a talented artist. My man has a comic book. Okay, he has not only a comic book, but he has a lot of comic books that have some of the dopest characters ever to exist, and they're based around hip hop and black culture, and I love it. Yo,
thank you, bro. Thank you.
Real quick. You just released another book. Can you tell us about that real quick?
Well, so One and Feel, that's the comic book that you're referencing. I have a new One and Feel in the project. So it's like done, but I'm trying to find out how I'm going to drop it because conventions are kind of weird, you know. I got finished material. I'm just looking to how I'm going to drop it, you know. So thank you for mentioning it, bro. You know.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
It's important. You know,
but it's really good to be down here with you brothers, man. You know, it's dope. We've seen so many kings to be around royalty is dope. Thanks for having me, bro.
I agree with that. Thank you for being here. And we're here today to discuss a very powerful thing in hip hop, and that is Donda and Certified Lover Boy. We all know that Drake and Kanye just dropped these albums, okay? There's mixed reviews about both of them, I would say. Okay, and there's a lot of memes, there's a lot of thoughts, there's a lot of feelings about both sides. We're here to clear the air, okay, and give our unadulterated, unfiltered opinions on these 2 albums and what we think and what they mean to us. And we were just having a really just deep conversation.
Yeah, for an intro, for some warming ups convo, we were already there. Like shit, what we were just talking about was nuts.
Man, it was, yo. It really was nuts. I'm not gonna lie, bro. and I'm gonna keep it real. You know, when we started this show, we just started this show just because we were we had an idea to have his cousin over that we know. And I never really knew how deep it would get. But this show has been just like crazy. We talked about like some crazy ass shit on this show. And I'm just like, God damn, like, really, bro? Is that what it's gonna be for real? And the cold thing is, we're never meaning to even go there with that stuff. It's not like it's the intention to go there. It just goes there.
Gotta
express that. It just happens.
Man,
that's facts. That's facts. So speaking of expressing opinions, all right, I got a question to start us all off with for both of the albums. We'll do Certified Lover Boy first, okay? Good, bad, ugly. One good thing about it, one thing that you didn't like, and one thing that's just like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I found something ugly. All right. Yeah.
So, Carpe, do you want to go ahead and start us off?
Good. Certified Lover Boy, like, it was dope, man. Like, it was amazing. It was Drake, man, in his bag. I loved how he stayed in the thing. You know, Certified Lover Boy had the heart thing.
Yep.
Marketing game was crazy. Like, to have this album full of emojis, like, that's of the culture and of the time.
It is.
And then have people he knows, like, he's very much tapped into the pulse. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows, like, okay, people gonna be doing their own version of this TikTok. They gonna be doing their own version of meme on Instagram, own version of this. And I thought it was brilliant, man. And then dope. It was hard. They was it had all the catchy, typical Drake things. You already know, girls like girls. You already know, girls gonna be at all the time. You're gonna hear that. You don't even need to slap it at all, but you're hearing it passing by in the car. You're gonna be hearing it. Your neighbor blast all that. But the bad is the same thing. Like it's typical Drake. Like I don't have. It's just like I'm listening to him. Just like, bro, I'm bored, man. I just want to listen to something else. I already know what this is about to be. Like I heard this song before. Same flow, same beat. I think. Oh no, wait, it's a little bit different, but okay, but it's pretty much the same thing. And dope bars, though, dope bars. But it's like, all right, it's like I can't mention that right quick, but it's just like with all like you're Drake, bro. You can have anybody that you want. You can have any, not even just a vocal feature. I mean, like music. Like you can have any guitarist, any, and I know he's a talented A&R type musical ear. Like he has that, and it's like I don't ever see it except for like I'm looking for this album. I was looking for like a controller or like a one dance, that you like, damn, I heard this and I don't know what do I like this? And then you and I leave, you know what I'm saying? And then give you that, go back to that controller, and you like, oh, okay. It was like one track on, like, and Ugly, I don't even know where we're going with Ugly. I'll probably have to come back to Ugly, but like it was just like dope all the way through, but wasn't no like oh, okay. It was just like that. Like when he started off those first two tracks, that poetry and the second one, oh my God, this is about to be a classic. And then it just took a left turn, but the left turn was safe. You know what I'm saying? Safe Drake. And I was, damn, man. Yeah. I was like, bro, and then you hear like, ooh, that's slap, but I expect like that, okay. And that got that same kind of drum pattern. He got that same kind of flow. He got that same introspective track that he has to. I have to go deep in my bag and talk about. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
On every single album, bro, and it was like, bro, where is this? Where is that? What was the one with the head in my clouds? Never. Never again?
Oh yeah, Nothing Was the Same.
Yeah.
That was a slap though. That was a classic. I'm gonna keep it real.
Listen on the first listen, you all the way through, like, bro, yes, man. Pound Cake, that was a perfect.
Pound Cake, bro. Oh my God, I still remember that song.
And even for track names like that, every time I'm listening, I'm just like, bro, I want to listen to Donda again. I only want to like mention it because it's supposed to be about the C side of it, but it was just like black, But at the same time, dope though. But it was just like Drake though. You know what I mean? Like you should be. I should, like on some of those like features, those like Latin features and stuff that I'm hearing, I'm like, oh, those crossover genre blending. I'm like, man, where is that on CL? But theme wise, it was cool. Dope. It was great. Just regular great.
Okay.
I have to come back to. That's pretty much all I could say so far. We can go back and forth, but it was just like, man, I was like, oh, Drake, that's dope, and that, oh, okay, oh, it was, but.
No, I definitely for that. Scorpion. Yeah, Scorpion, pretty much. Okay, I hear you. Noir King, you wanna drop your opinion in?
Ooh, man. Okay, so. Yeah, I gotta kind of piggyback on Carpe's. It was okay. Like, I didn't even really sit down and listen to it. Like, me and my boy would listen to it on a food run. And listen to the whole album from start to finish, there and back. And I was like, yeah, girls like girls. That was the only song that really stuck out to me. And again, it didn't sound like anything like risk taking, if that makes sense, in the music. I mean, like he said, I mean, you at that level where, like, at this point, Jay-Z was talking to Linkin Park, and they dropped Numb. You feel me? Like, where is this from Drake? Like, you have that. You feel me? Like, where is that? Like, I'm sorry, and I'm not. Again, just to clarify, I do comic books and video games. I'm not in the hip hop scene as deep as the rest of these guys. So if I'm telling you, I'm listening to this and I'm thinking to myself, wow, okay, what's the next thing? Yeah, that's a problem. Cause man, this is so funny because I remember, just sidebar in here, uh, when Eminem dropped the last Shady LP. I remember listening to that thing all the way through, like, wow, that was cool. And then I listened to Tyler's album, the last one he did before this one. Uh,
Cherry Bomb.
Igor.
no,
Yeah, Igor.
no.
Igor.
Yeah, I think it was Igor. And I'm listening to that, and I'm like, damn, okay, this is some crazy, crazy shit. You feel me? And
Fire.
again, we go back to Drake, and like he said, it's the same thing over and over. Where is the motto? Where's Hungry Drake? You feel me? I'm not feeling the hunger. It's just
yeah. Just this, like, but dope.
It's cool. Like, I'm not hating on it in any way. I liked it. But again, if I'm putting these two head to head, I'm going with Kanye straight up.
Okay.
And we'll talk about it because I got a lot to say about that. Like, straight up.
Yeah, man, I'm waiting. Me too. I'm waiting to get to that.
Look, we right there at the door. We right there. We're right there. Okay, Age. What are your opinions?
Oh, gentlemen. Okay, so I like just going off of the brother DeMonte and King Six, what they were saying, like. And I'm not even a Drake fan. Like, keeping it 100, this is the first time I actually sat and listened to a Drake album. Like literally before this. Because I'm such a Kanye fan. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go check for it. The Good. I do like some of Drake's beats more than Kanye's latest effort because, you know, Kanye's beats, well, I'm not trying to, like, talk about that yet, but Kanye's beats are all Kanye's, and which are not all bad. I mean, most of them are incredible, but like, there's no loops, there's no sampling. It's all synth, and that's cool. But as a hip hop head, I want to hear some sampling. I want to hear some loops and shit like that. So that's being really petty, you know what I'm saying? But beside that, listen to Drake's album. The flows are there, and but like his content is at this point of the game. Kanye's on some other shit, what he's rapping about, and Drake, you get the flow and it's dope, but like after so many songs about rapping about girls, I'm like, I get the point. Like, where's the God tier raps at? You know what I'm saying? Where the raps, and not, you know, it feels like there wasn't really a lot of risk taken. You know what I'm saying? It's like he got in his spot, knocked out a couple of songs, they're dope, but you know, Kanye shit is on some other shit. So I will be that one petty saying that the loops and the beats, a couple of those loops Drake did get Kanye because the loops, but you know, hey, Drake ain't making his own beats either, so whatever. You know, Kanye's doing both the board and the raps and the whole shit. So that's a whole nother animal. So I give a nod to Drake for some of the samples and loops, but beside that, you know, man, Kanye, come on, stop it.
Yeah, Kanye's Kanye. Kanye gonna Kanye no matter what happens in his life. Okay. Yeah. For myself, I'll say for Certified Lover Boy, the good, bad, and the ugly. The good is that, you know, I mean, it gave us all the classic kind of Drake stuff that we wanted, that people could ask for. It did have a lot of good flows in there, and he got some memorable lines. He got some memorable lines. He got stuff in there that I feel like people need to hear, and that's relatable, and that's good. You know, the bad is I want to see more of that kind of stuff. I really want him to go harder on this project. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's saying it, he was just keeping it. It was just cool. It was just mellow. It was like in the pocket, but never trying to make the pocket bigger. You know what I'm saying? Never trying to create new pockets. And Drake has the kind of talent that he could create a project that crosses boundaries and that crosses borders and that really changes people's lives if that was his intention. All right, and I think that's the bad for me, is that, you know, he just, it's like he's not pushing boundaries as an artist, right? And his content, like Age said, bro, it's just all about girls. And I've heard enough tracks about Drake's love life. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm not in that situation. It's not relatable to me. I'm not trying to be in that situation. I'm not trying to be a certified lover boy.
That's the saying. Like when you get an album called Certified Lover Boy, I mean, I guess that's what we should expect, right?
Exactly. And even in some of the marketing materials, it says like, oh, toxic masculinity mixed with this, that, and the third is what the album is. And I'm just like, yeah, makes sense. It makes sense.
Wow.
Yo, no woman above 30 is gonna respect you if you got a freaking heart tattooed in your head. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen. But bro, do your thing. do your thing. Like I know that you're a fuckboy. I understand the situation. You know, but the ugly is when it comes to Drake. There's actually a lot of controversy in the back. There was a controversy with his kid. I'm glad it looks like he's doing better with his kid, but this motherfucker talks to too many young ass girls. Okay, and fucking the credit of R. Kelly, bro. I'm like, bro, I can't. I can't.
What?
R. Kelly has a credit on Drake's album as a writer, so R. Kelly is getting paid from Drake's album. And I think it's because this one right now. And I think it's probably, I don't know exactly, but I think it's because he sampled R. Kelly or some shit like that, and they probably worked out a deal where they had to pay him, you know, or they had to pay a studio or whatever the fuck. And I get that, right, from an artist and from a music standpoint, but it's like, god damn, bro, you should take that shit out. Okay, look, if I had a song and a nigga was like, hey, R. Kelly's on the song, you can use it, but you gotta pay him. I'm like, nigga, no. I'm not using it. Take it out, bro.
Hey, but you know what though? That brings up two interesting things, right? One, when Tekashi got accused of messing with that 17-year-old, Nicki immediately was like, I don't know that dude, right? Mm-hmm. Like almost like, oh yeah, boom, I'm out. Two, yes. We also have to remember that this is exactly what the music industry wants. Like,
no, that's facts.
They are winning. At the end of the day, they don't care about Drake's toxic masculinity. They don't care about none of that.
No, they don't.
All they care about is the fact that the demographic is hit, and the other demographic is now mad, and now the angry demographic is going to go out in droves and buy the album simply out of spite. It's insane.
That's facts. They're gonna drive up the numbers. They like the angry people are listening to it so that they can quote it on their Facebook as a meme. They're like, Drake is bad because of this. I listened to it 7 times, so I know. But to me, that's the ugly. That's the ugly for Certified Lover Boy.
All right, man. Those are fair points.
It makes it hard, bro. It makes it hard for me to listen to it. I listen to it, but I got all of that shit in my mind. I'm just like, god damn. Why do I gotta research what this nigga's doing to listen to his music? Okay.
I know why I never listened to an album of him. I mean, now I know why and I fulfilled my obligation, and I'll never listen to another Drake album ever.
Thank you, I appreciate that. That's
brother,
some real man shit right there,
brother. Okay. I did this out of love for you. Like, okay, I'm gonna listen to a Drake album. I don't fuck with Aubrey ever since the Warriors and the Golden State, that whole drama. So cool. Thank you. It was cool though. It was cool.
No, it's I mean, as an artist, Drake does what Drake does best, and he does it well. But he hasn't progressed. And you know, Age and I were actually talking about this on his show, which is on Saturday. Shout out to Doug Soup. They got a show every Saturday on YouTube. 8 o'clock, right? 8 o'clock.
Yes, Duck Soup, DUKKSOOP, YouTube. And gentlemen, you guys are always invited. Please come through and come hang out with us sometime. I'll send you the link, make you guys guests, and just come kick it, bro. Let's do it. Let's do it. There's a link on Facebook. Najee, just hook us all up, please.
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
So, Amani Jade in chat, she asked if there are 3 things that he liked about listening to it. We just covered the 3 things, or things that he liked. You want to just say them real quick? Just like a few things that you did like about CLB Age.
What I did like about it was the differences in beats. Like there was the drums, there were the snares, and then there was the loops. And if we're comparing them, Kanye, there is no loops except for that one Lauryn Hill like thing, and that was cool. But I wanted some more loops, but it was all good. You know.
Okay, okay. So the second question, Donda, same thing. Best worst, like, and then something random, I guess. Fantastical Carpe, on you, man.
Oh, so me. Oh man, it was.
Break it down, brother. Break it down, brother.
He is a producer, and he is a master producer and sound manipulator. So
man,
break that shit down, bro.
But it was like, bruh, it was incredible. Like, it was long. The first time I was like, oh, this is about to be a long album. So, I played it or whatever. But then, like, when I actually put the headphones on, I listened to the bass and, like, actually can hear everything. It was like, bruh, it was just like, I'm in the group chat defending this with, like, a passion on how dope this is, because it was like a song like Come to Life or Hurricane. Both of them songs killing Drake's whole album, bro. Like, just, man, that's incredible. Like, especially Come to Life, because it was almost like not a skip, but it was just like, okay. But then when you actually like, damn, bro, I don't want to say spitting, because it was just lyrics, and it was beautiful, bro. And just all of his breakdowns, bro. Like, man, like a Pure Souls, when he was like, a truth I only gotta get away. I was like, oh my god, bro. The truth. I was like, this is clean. But he did it for like 2 minutes. And like what I was saying about Drake, like, you could have anybody or Drake. That's what Kanye did, bro. He was like, everybody's voice, come here. Everybody, music producer, I need your engineer, come here, and I'm gonna put you here. I'm gonna have a breakdown here. I need somebody to play the keys here, and he masterfully did that. It was incredible. Like, it was like, man, like a song like the organs on the way he did most of the time, like using organs. Period. I'm like, no offense to nobody's gospel album, but I couldn't name one Kirk Franklin album if I tried, bro. I couldn't name one no CC Winan album.
CC Winan.
None of that.
CC Winan.
Still,
it's like an old school.
Fall downs, like that was slapping back in the day, but that we fall down, would we get up,
no,
bro?
It was a jam.
But like, he got me listening to gospel like every single day, bro. And like, 24, like the way he took the choir and, like, I don't know what he did, like with some kind of filter distorted, but it sounds incredibly beautiful, bro. Like, it's that I've heard like choirs on like other, but I don't know what he did in that. But the way and then like a song like I didn't really like at first, like Jonah, till I understood what he was doing, bro. This nigga made the music sound underwater and used a sonar to represent a whale. I was like, bro, this dude is incredible. I don't know what he's doing, like, bro, like the sound lands. It was, man, like, I don't. Man, bro. Like, I have to come back to the good, because I'll be up all day. But
that's dope. That's dope.
So that's the bad.
Oh, his lyrics wasn't always hitting on the bad, but when they was hitting, they was. And then when I would go back, I was like, he's spitting on this one like Hurricane. Spitting. I mean, I good. Like, he was spitting on Hurricane. It was like his real life, like what he was going through. You can just see even though he's a billionaire, you can just like his life in a hurricane musically, and using The Weeknd, bro. I heard that little snippet on when he was about to do Yandi like a year or two ago, like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and then like to bring it all together and have the weekend and oh, bro. Oh, that's another thing I was gonna say. Like, bro is a billionaire, bro. Like, that's fuck you money, pretty much. You don't have to create. You don't have to dance for the white. You don't have to dance for the white man and none of that shit. You don't have to do none of that. To come back and do art after you've had your fuck you money, it's like he wasn't. He was like, I'm not concerned with critics. Y'all can say whatever I want to. I'm gonna rank this album how I want to. It's gonna be dedicated to my mom, but not just my mom, Donda, but Donda the brand. And like, this is how I'm gonna use these voices. I'm gonna do a part 2. I'm gonna use the same verse. Like, he just was like, I don't care. He's at that point where it's like, I don't care what y'all have to say about it. I'm just gonna make beautiful music. And I think a lot of people didn't like it because it's like future music, and you have to like listen to it with a future ear. Like the music where it's about to be in the next 3 to 5 years, and then you come back and listen to Donda, you'll realize how brilliant it was. Like, listen to Life of Pablo, and then you'll be like, oh wow, this is how music like, trends. And I remember people saying Life of Pablo was trash. I was like, bro, did you listen to this? Did you listen to this one and this one?
I was about to say which version though.
Wait, TLOP's my nigga.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, TLOP's the shit.
Bro, like, you ain't hurt, bro. So I could talk about so many albums, but let's go back to Donda. But yeah, the bad. So like, but yeah, like, yeah, he's a billionaire, and like the coming back to create art is just like, bro, you can just do the freedom on the album, bro. Like, what label does he have to appease? You're a billionaire. What critic do you? This is for God and for my mom and for my brand and for whatever. That's what I'm gonna hold up high, and I'm gonna stay focused on that. And it was like the release and the marketing was like, okay, where he grew up, Chicago and Atlanta. He had a replica of his house. Donda, the Donda chant, I was like, bruh, dude, what the hell is this? When I first listened, this is long as hell, bruh. But then I heard, I forgot what podcast I was listening to, but the Donda chat had a video to it where he was growing up with his mom. It was pictures of him growing up with his mom. It was like Donda, 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 and it was flat of pitch. I didn't see it, but the way he described it, it made that port. I listened to Donda now. First I was skipping, course, but now I listen to it and just pictures because I wasn't at the show. And it's like, once the actual show comes out, it's going to be mind-blowing, because this is something that has to be visualized. Like, you have to see and it's not gonna make sense. Like, even like the come to life video, you'd be like, bro, I gotta watch this again. What the hell did I watch? Did I just watch Kim walk in a wedding dress for like 2 or 3, 4 minutes, bro? Like, what the hell is going on? But it's art, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he's doing sonically. Like, I put this in like a hip hop greatness it's got to be in like a Dark Side of the Moon, the White Album, like these type of, like a Led Zeppelin, like these type of albums where it's like masterpieces. You know, of course it's gonna be songs or whatever, or nitpicks that you don't like or whatever, but it's the whole, the whole world. This is world music, so this, where you grew up in the hood and this as a black person, but there might be this white dude who loves the way that chord progresses in that song that you skipped on or whatever. But like, it was just incredible. But yeah, bad is like just some of the verses I could have felt like the flow could have been better or whatever, or what he was saying could have landed. But then, like, this is a dude who had a line, and if she bleached her asshole, like, bro, you like, oh, if I get bleached, you're like, oh, that was kind of weird and cringy, but like memorable.
Kanye.
Yeah, that's kind of.
You know what I'm saying? Still, bro, was that supposed to be on the album? Is this a like? But that's the way. That's the way I may have to, because it was some I was like, actually he is spitting, bro. Like, Junior is like one of my, bro. That shit was hard. Junior and part 2, bro. All the part 2s is hard, bro. Like, man, bro. I keep go bad, but I come back to the good.
Do you have any ugly?
I want to say too long, but like, I split it up after what's it, Lord what's the last one? Jesus Lord, I think it is. Whatever.
Mhm.
And then when it starts New Again, that's like a whole, like that's like a mini album to me that like supports the first album. Like the first album is up until that. I think it's called Jesus Lord. My bad. And then when it's New Again up into Jesus Lord Part 2, it's like, oh, bro, it was just like instead of like omitting certain, you know, he could like even like Soldier Boy, Chris Brown, they got omitting Baby and so on and so forth. It's like, bro, I'm just gonna make a part 2. Put this person on. Like, y'all can fuck with it or not, bro. Like, and it's also like brilliant streaming wise, but I don't know ins and outs of streaming. So part 2, I don't know all of that stuff. Okay. But like, he even like fucked up the streaming. Like most people, they start the week on a Friday to the next Thursday. He released it on a Sunday, and he didn't even release it at 12 a.m. Sunday. He released it like 12 p.m. Sunday. It wasn't even about no numbers or nothing like that shit. It was just like, okay, who's the hottest artist or whatever, I'm gonna attach my album. Nobody was talking about Donda. We didn't know I'm gonna attach my album to Certified Lover Boy. Kind of took the shine away from it a little bit. But yeah, my bad. Yeah. Ugly. I'm gonna let y'all go. Ugly, it was just, man, I was gonna say it was too long, but it was like, it's a journey, bro. You just gotta like, the journey or not, man. Like,
That's funny. And we got a couple comments from the chat. My man Space Jabaro says Hurricane has so many versions, but the last version was way too fun. The last version of Hurricane, nice.
I didn't hear the other version. The only other version I heard was the snippet on Yandi. Well, it was supposed to be Yandi. It was like when he had that purple CD and it had like one verse or whatever, and it had like a minute. Yeah, over and over and over. Man, is it on like YouTube or something?
Probably.
Like,
probably. Yeah, I think it's on YouTube.
Oh, okay, I got to check.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. All I know was the album. I didn't even know it was other versions because I know he was refining it, but I didn't know they were released. I thought it was like you had.
Yeah, I mean, kinda. So Space Jabbar says, yeah, back when it was 80 degrees. It's on SoundCloud. So like it was called 80. The song was called 80 degrees. Yeah, on SoundCloud. Oh, any other Kanye albums competing with Donda? I still think My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's my favorite Kanye album of all time.
Yes.
That was the greatest album
ever.
Yo, it was perfect. It was literally perfect. Like from front to back.
That was the best one.
There's not a song on there that I do not like, bruh. And I love listening to it together.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
Yo, you know what? Speaking of Dark Twisted Fantasy, I think what made that so good was that was right at the cusp when he was like, all right, look, me and Kim is really a thing. And I actually kind of really love this chick. So let me actually do something positive with my music for once and like not talk about sad stuff. We talk about happy stuff. I was like, damn, bro, like
for real. Wow. But it was so real though. It was so real and it was relatable. Like, I still get chills about Runaway. Yeah, like and bro, I saw him do that song live when he did the Yeezus tour, and I almost cried, bro. It was the most beautiful thing I ever seen as far as music goes.
Live, we have
to. I mean, but the song itself though, like that.
Oh my
God. Yeah, that's dope. But gentlemen, you guys talk about the visuals. Did you guys see when you seen the Yeezus show? Did you see the Yeezus with the bloody mountain and the?
Yes, bro.
See that? I watched the video. I wasn't blessed to see that show in live, but that visual taught me a lot about Kanye's artistry because the bleed, all that shit happening on stage had so many meanings, and so anyway, I don't want to take the shine away, but you guys were lucky to see it in real life too. That's just amazing. I don't want to talk about it, but I don't want to. I enjoy talking about this whole venture with you, gentlemen. I mean, this shit's dope.
No, thank you. And we want to hear about it. Let's go ahead and finish up this good, bad, ugly. Noir King, good, bad, ugly, real quick.
Okay, good, man. All right, so I really love that track, Jail. Like I thought that was dope.
That's dope. Yeah,
that one was fire. And man, another good. Okay, so I haven't listened to a album in this nature, like in this vein, like the religious gospel like album, since like I think it was One NC by Kirk Franklin, right? I think only, and I
CC
said that I
Winans.
died. Nah, because when my man was like, I can't name a single Kirk Franklin album, I was like, man, I only remember that because again, you know, shout out to Kumi. His mom's, I remember she drove down from Santa Cruz and was like, hey, so I just found out that I can burn CDs. So I burned everybody in the family this CD, and I was like, damn, Auntie, you really just came all the way down here to drop off CDs.
That's
Damn.
hella funny.
That's so funny. Like I only
Oh
remember it,
wow.
right, listening to Kanye, listening to Donda. So that's a good.
Wow.
The bad, I would say for me personally, man, I love albums and I love being able to listen to stuff like, especially like cool, smooth stuff like this. Like, sometimes, to pass the time when I'm in a deep groove, I'm trying to make some content. I'll throw on the Interstellar soundtrack because it's super long, it's very basic, and there's no words, just do 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 sounds, and it's all like really like edgy, spacey shit, right? Donda, on the other hand, though, like Carpe said, just like some future stuff, man. Like, whoa, like if I wasn't like really hip on music, like this, it would literally do one of these, like straight up. Like if you like some of the stuff in there, I'm like, damn, bro, this is a beat that he made. Wow, like oh damn. And then I have to remember too, like, yo, this is not, come up Kanye. This is not, blinging Kanye. This is not in love Kanye. This is not street Kanye. This isn't Reverend Kanye. This is just Kanye West. Like, that's just dope. Like he said, why you got billions of dollars, man? Why come back? So if I had to say there was anything I could say that was bad about it, I personally just felt like it was too long for me. You feel me? But that was just him doing his artistic thing, man. And I'm not knocking it, shit, because it was dope. Like, I listened to the whole thing start to finish and I didn't even stop it. So, like I said, Drake's album, I was like, all right, I'm bored of this, bro. Like, change this stuff.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, I got bored in the middle. It was a struggle. It was a struggle to finish this.
I couldn't even finish it, my niggas. I'm not gonna lie.
I was trying to do homework.
I can't even front.
Yo.
I'm sorry. Did I give you guys the image that I finished it? I didn't finish that shit, bro.
It's all good.
I'm sorry. At least I tried for you, though, Nas. I sat and listened to. I'm like, I got the general idea.
That's okay. That's okay. Nothing beats a failure but a try. All I ask for is the effort, bro.
I mean, I can see niggas in the chat room. How he gonna judge it? He didn't even sit and finish the whole shit. Like, I'll take that L if that's what y'all want to be petty about.
But that's the point. If you listen to an album and you don't want to finish the whole shit, like, look, that's already L for the album. Okay, it's already L.
And to your final one, the ugly man. Okay, now this again. This is just my beef with how this whole thing went out. I don't like when people use their personal lives to gain leverage. I ain't saying that Kim and Kanye are perfect, and because I don't know these ones. All right, I'm just some dude who happens to pick up YouTube every now and then and see some crazy stuff and be like, damn, I believe Kanye would do that. But on real talk though, like, man, think about that chain of events. Okay, Donda gets a surprise announcement to a crowd of almost a full stadium, and do shit. You just walk outside, right? Okay, publicity stunt. That's amazing. Now, mind you, in the background, they feeding this narrative that him and his wife are breaking up. Okay, like, what is this? This is almost like when what's her face? Beyonce released Lemonade, and everybody was all freaking out, like, "Oh man, they about to get divorced. Oh, this is the end of the power couple."
She was coming for Jay-Z's neck. I'm gonna keep it real. I was like, I hate to be Jay-Z right now. Oh boy.
But I mean,
they weathered that storm. They
did. And but that's the beauty of this situation.
Exactly, like I'm saying that, and that's what leads me back to my final point. Okay, the whole ugly of this situation is at the end of the day, billions. Okay, billions. All right, that's what this dude is worth, and now he's about to be worth even more. And it's so funny because we sit here and we like, man, that's crazy. Is it? I mean, this is a dude who literally came from a dislocated jaw. Remember when Kanye looked like a
Through the
chipmunk?
wire, yes, bro. Through the wire, and
Man,
that, yo, like
one of the great,
that song
hey,
is still touching, bro.
through the wire, one mic,
Mm-hmm.
all right, and Hard Knocks, like
Oh
probably
yeah.
three of the
No, that's facts.
greatest Hail Mary songs of all times, and all of them
Facts.
unbelievable,
Facts.
like just unbelievable, like man. So again,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I
And
if I had to say one ugly thing, it would be the personal shit, and that's just because again, I hate the industry stride of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I remember when it was just people on the sidewalk with
Mm-hmm.
boom boxes,
Mm-hmm.
man, and we was just rapping because. And now we got to do all this extra shit to sell albums,
Mm-hmm.
man.
Mm-hmm.
We got Little Nas X versus Bootsy. Come on, bro. We all grown men. How come we can't just get along? Like, ain't nobody say shit about Frank Ocean and
Yeah.
again Tyler. So like,
Tyler,
what's the issue here?
what's
Like, come
the
on, bro.
difference?
I think that
You.
wild on stage. It was wild, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie.
Talking about Lil Nas X?
Yeah. And like Frank Ocean, it's just like he's just gay. Like
Yeah,
who
exactly.
cares? Like
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Nah,
he was
like I'm gonna
yeah.
keep not Lil Nas X. That's the gayest nigga to ever grace social media. Okay, to ever grace the music industry. He is not putting no breaks. He's like, I'm letting everybody know. This for all my gay ancestors, bro. We coming out in the dress with the heels, bro, and pants underneath. It's like, goddamn. And underneath this, I actually have on a gladiator costume. It's like, nigga, what?
And it is you can be flamboyant gay like a Elton John or whatever, but it's just like it's the levels to it. He is kind of taking it too far, like like naked men on stage, bruh. His
Yo, my man is trolling the game right now. He wants all the smoke.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's hella
he's
funny.
It's hilarious to me,
The
honestly. And it's working for him.
what?
It's working for him.
Like, it's kind of a bad, but not a. I don't know. Like, or it's kind of a good too. I don't know. It's the cleanness of it. Like having just the clean album. Like, and I don't know, man. Because it's like, I'm so in my. No. Everybody cursed. There was a bunch of curses on that mug, but even he cursed too.
Mm-hmm.
Like he said some bitches. He said a whole bunch of stuff on it, my niggas, and like a whole bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He just cut them all out. It's a bunch of blank. So it's kind of like you miss the full message of people and what they're trying to say or whatever.
Gotcha.
So that's the bad part. It would have hit him harder if he would have released it too. But I think that's kind of the whole point. Like I'm about God and Jesus right now, bro. Like I'm fully committed to this. Not that he's sticking just like I Lover Boy, even though I don't like the fuckboy shit, but the hardening thing and the memes and everything, I appreciate you sticking to the theme with the mask and stuff again. I love that.
Yeah,
you stick to the and you love that, bro. So it's kind of like and then like if he doesn't, we still like waiting. Like if he does do an explicit release, oh my god, bro, I'm slapping that all over.
He probably will. I wouldn't doubt that. Real quick though, Noir King, we got a question for you. You said you would cut some songs shorter. Are there any songs specifically that you would make shorter?
Man.
That one long ass one that just has almost nothing for like hella long at the end.
Yeah. Like, look, hey man, look, I love Jail. Okay, that's like I said, that's like one of my favorite songs on the album, but I make that a little bit shorter, personally. Like that end that break beat at the end was dope. But I'm like, okay, so why'd you do
Oh,
that?
it was for like 2 minutes, like long,
Yeah, like
but it
I
wasn't
mean,
super dope or epic or nothing. Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
it
It was
was
just
just like,
long, bro, and drawn out.
yeah, I was like, all right, cool, for sure, that's cool. And then yeah, that was another thing too. I think by like track 4 or 5, because forgive me, I'm terrible with names, but by like track 4 or 5, I was like, yo, and we've been listening to track 3, and I was like, nah, bro, we're on track 5. I'm like, oh, damn, I thought they just like broke up real quick, and it was like we was still on track 3. It was like, nah, bro, we on 5. Like, damn, all right,
Yeah, you got
okay, cool.
rap.
Like,
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
yeah, like, but again, that's not necessarily terrible. Like I said, it's not bad. It's just that's again actually more of a nod to his talent to have such a skill to be able to make tracks to where you just be like, wow, okay, well, oh, damn, we almost at the end of the album. For sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
We listened to it. It was quick as fuck. It was quick as fuck.
I know, right? But like, damn, no, it was just one day.
We got another comment in the chat. Fill in the blank. Drake's album is for blank who are blank. Drake's album is for people who are fuckboys. Okay, they will love it. They will love it.
It is.
It
Yeah.
is the fuckboy album of the year.
The fuck boy. You crazy.
He's leaning
Hey,
into it too, so
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's leaning into sticking with the theme. You know?
Yeah, and it definitely sells records. And I mean, for what it is, I think it's good. Age, I want to go ahead and let you just take the floor, go crazy with it. Donda, good, bad, ugly. What's up with it?
Good, bad, ugly. So I appreciate everyone's conversation about Kanye because we all respect this man and obviously have been supporting this man's albums throughout the years. So we all know the old Kanye and like the new Kanye and the transition from. We've actually grew up with this person. So
For real.
So when we miss the old loops and from the first album, well, he's 10 albums deep. He's not even trying to be on some old shit. So so he surpassed looping and he's on his own shit right now. And like my brother Amante said, you know, it's not today's rap, it's future rap. It's like he's not constrained to no label. He's paid out the ass. Like he can do pretty much what he wants. So to make the transition to gospel, which has been kind of, you know, at this point we've all experienced him doing gospel since TLOP, you know, and you know, I mean, he's definitely went from, you know, stunting and hoes and money to God rap, and
That's facts.
it's really cool to see a man grow up. We've grown up with Kanye, so to sit here and even break down his music means we've went there with it. Like if you listen to it, like brother, like it's kind of put together like Twisted Beauty, you know, Twisted Nightmare, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like a cast of people working together. You know, Kanye knows what he's doing.
That's true.
So off top, the good. It's Kanye as the futuristic of the future of rap. Like, you know, it is not to say he's the definitive future, but he's like a black man that's paid, that's like with no restraints to the record label. Like, you black Negroes get on my hype. You know, while y'all dancing for labels and shit, get on my hype and be this independent and make $1 billion. You know, so that, you know what I'm saying. So it's not, and then also, you know, as a hip hopper that I'm believing we all are, you know, we know that hip hop is kind of repetitive on what cats are rapping about. So for Kanye to be able to take chances of God rap and, you know, the shit he's rapping about, it's really dope because it's different. You know, it's the future of the shit. So Kanye's the definitive future of rap for a free black man. And there's not many true free black men out here, so niggas can't really comprehend what he's talking about, because we ain't really free like he is.
no.
I'm saying we got a lot of, you know, y'all know what I'm talking about, but
Okay.
on the same note, it's a beautiful thing to see, to grow up with him, you know, as artists to see the. Come on, we all each album we rushed and listened to it, and when you flashback and think about all those moments, we grew up with this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's really dope. It's really dope. All right, so the good. I love growing up with Kanye. The bad. As a hip hop purist, I just love to hear different beats. Like Madlib, Doom, some of that shit that he has associates with. That would have been just dope with, because when he when he works with other people, he just gets sick. So sicker than he does. So, but I would love to see him more like just flexing his. But on the same note. A nod to the J Electronica verse. Thank you for getting J Electronica on your album, Kanye. If you're gonna get rappers, get the best. It's cool to see him and Jay-Z squash their beef and get on some shit. You know what I'm saying? And the nod to Watch the Throne 2. That's powerful. You know what I'm saying? So the bad. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then also to get a verse from Andre 3000 on that. So yeah, that's kind of sick too. So so bad. The bad. Like I said, I just would like I'm not trying to be. I'm really being nitpicky because I like to just hear him on different production. And then the ugly. The ugly is with all of his projects, since he independently puts them out, basically, is they're kind of all scattered around, and you gotta like dig to find the definitive album on the internet. Sometimes that version, then this version, then you find out that there's this one song floating over here, and it's just kind of weird because you wanna hear it all, but. That's me also being nitpicky. Like, I'm from an era where you just push play and you just enjoy the whole shit. Now niggas gotta search on the internet and join this title and get this and so anyway. But love it. Like, honestly, just growing up watching this black man have his highs and lows and still be where he's at, that shit's amazing to me. So yeah.
Okay, cool. Anything ugly for you on Donda?
On Donda, like I said, the not the different album versions.
Yeah.
On the internet. Like that's just weird to me. Like, I want to like just the different album versions. Like it's like on the YouTube, then there's this version, the title version, and the extended. It's like weird. So. Yeah, that's ugly.
I don't like that either. I don't like that. No. So we got a couple of questions in the chat. Shout out to Daylight up in here. Shout out to Amani up in here. We'll do Amani's question, and then after I do the good, bad, ugly for this, we can open up the floor, and we'll start with Daylight's questions. So Amani's question is real quick. So pick a future where either Kanye can only produce or Kanye can only rap. Okay, and I was gonna say on the count of three, pick one. One is where Kanye only produces. Two, Kanye only raps. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Produce.
Two. Produce, bro. I cut, and that kind of leads into my good, bad, and ugly. The good is that Kanye is on his shit. Kanye is on his Kanye shit. He's doing what he does best, and Kanye's production is really not matched by many people in the industry, like for real. The only people who I can think of who are like really on Kanye's levels, like people like Pharrell, you know what I'm saying, Timbaland, Missy, you know what I'm saying. I think she's definitely underrated as a producer, but she got hits, okay. But Kanye, he's at the pinnacle, I think, of his game when it comes to production, and you can tell that on his album. All the features that he got, all the people, and how he had people rap, and the kind of things that he had people rap about. Having Jay-Z, having Dre, like, that was nice. That was all nice. And he got a couple good verses on that. For me, the bad is just, as an MC, I always say this, I'm an MC first. I'm an MC before anything else. And I feel like I barely heard Kanye on this album. I barely heard Kanye's actual voice on the album. I'm like, bro, I heard everybody named Mom. I heard him say a couple things here and there. He got one verse where I'm just like, this shit's super nice. You know what I'm saying? This is just a raw ass verse, and it can stand still by itself. where that I felt like that on the album. I'm gonna keep it real. Like it was good, it was decent. Like he was rapping, he was doing his thing, but it's not like Jesus Walks level, you know. And I didn't see that. I didn't see that, and that's for me, hip hop, and that's where I connect to it most. Is on the MC tip, like an MC really just going crazy. Okay, production can be production. I like good production like anybody else, but I'm looking for some hard ass bars. Okay, and I didn't really see that from Kanye on this album, and that's okay. I'll take that because that's not the Kanye that we have today. He's not really focused on bars like that, and that's fine. and that's why we all say Kanye producing over Kanye rapping. All right, all right. So that is the bad. The ugly for me is that it's Kendrick over Kanye. Okay, Kendrick over Kanye. All
I like how you. Yeah, you know what? At the end of the day, I like that segue because at the end of the day, we got to deal with Kendrick around the corner, right?
Man, he right there. What is it? October, bro.
Right.
He said it on the Baby Keem song, bro. He in typical Kendrick fashion, he said, "Y'all got to this date to get your stuff together, bro."
Yep.
Family ties is the one. Yeah,
Bro, I gotta listen. Yeah,
bro, listen to it again, bro.
Man,
Listen to it again. Listen to it again. Yeah, and
have y'all listened to Baby Keem's album?
Baby Keem's album is alright.
He got
he got a couple of Kendrick tracks on there.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, this. Man, I didn't. Man, if that's how.
Will you let hip hop die on October 22nd? October. What? Will you let hip hop die on October 22nd? That's it right there from Family Ties.
Okay, so, I mean, look, I'm not nobody's dick rider, but this man Kendrick has the rap game in his palm of his hands, and right now on some giants, like the giants are speaking. Drake has spoke. True. Kanye, you know, cats, and they're nice with it. But the thing with Kendrick, I like about Kendrick is he gets in your chest. Mm-hmm. It's on some b-boy shit, b-boy rhymes, lyrics. Then there's some struggle rap, like it's black man uplifting. Yes. It's a good balance of like it's what we, and I don't like to say I'm not dick riding nobody, but like Kendrick's last effort, like his last couple of efforts are what we need.
Exactly.
On some hip hop shit. On some hip hop shit, we need substance. Like
we need substance. We need meaning. We need our ancestors to be represented. Like
that's why Eminem is very. No matter how many words Eminem puts together, it's hard to put Eminem in the top 10 because
his substance is empty.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I can't relate to you. Talking about killing somebody with a hanger, bro.
Yeah,
it's not my life. I never thought
black
about
people
that.
ain't really trying to kill my mom like that, bro.
No, bro. How many times you gonna kill your baby mama? Okay, goddamn. But wait, we do got some questions in the chat though. We do got some questions in the chat that are related. So Daylight is asking, do you think people will start coming out with longer songs and fuller albums because of Donda instead of a bunch of singles? Personally, I don't, but maybe we'll see.
I got one for that.
Okay, Noir King.
Honestly, it's so hard to say that albums and songs on albums are gonna get longer. I mean, because like look at what it was. YouTube dominated, right? It killed Vine because you could make longer videos on YouTube than you could on Vine. But now TikTok is killing YouTube because you can make shorter videos. I mean, shit, what was it? They're talking about making this new Spider-Man movie like three hours, and the last Justice League cut was like 4 hours long. Like
that shit was long as fuck.
Like, yeah, it's like things is going backwards yet forwards at the same time. It's like, well, what do you want? Do you want us to enjoy longer bouts of entertainment, or do you want us to soak up content, you know, in a 15-second time span? Like, it's almost impossible to tell. But if we got longer songs, I wouldn't be mad. A good friend of mine once commented, I really like MF Doom. I just wish his songs were longer.
Yeah. I wish he had more songs.
Yeah, and I can see a double disc MF Doom album on the horizon, and I'm ready to buy Mad Villain Part 2. Give me, I don't care how, just give it to me. Just give me, I need it before I die. I'm sorry, you just touched my heart when you talked about MF Doom. I'm
Man,
sorry.
Dude, no worries.
Oh.
He is one of my
Yeah.
absolute
Oh my God.
all-time favorite rappers. Period, man. Rest in peace, MF Doom,
Rest
bro.
in
You
peace.
are
Rest in
man.
peace.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
I just hope
Man,
that
bro.
Madlib lets them songs out before we
Yeah.
die. Yeah.
Facts.
For real.
Facts. Please,
Yo.
please, bro.
Please, brother, stop playing.
That's the kind of stuff that we need for hip hop.
Yeah, come
So,
on. I'm sorry. I don't want to steal
Yeah,
the
it's all
conversation
good. It's all
away.
good because we still here.
yeah, man.
Yeah, I was
I
I
think,
was just
yeah, so,
Facts.
yeah, you go.
Yeah. No, I can't go
oh
ahead.
yeah, no. I was just gonna say, I mean, like without Mad Villain, I mean, shit, would Ghostface rap about Tony Stark? Would that be cool? I don't know.
That's a good
Because
question.
these things happen though. Like this dude took old 50s and 20s cartoons and was like, let me do something with this. Like who does that? Geniuses, that's who. Crazy. But again, and that's why I can criticize Drake so hard. Like where was that from you, bro? Kanye
Yeah.
over here got a whole orchestra.
Nah, he
Where
he
you
could have went
at?
harder. He could have definitely went harder on that shit. And Drake,
Yeah.
Drake, honestly, I feel like Drake had more bars than Kanye, but there's not a lot of songs where Drake is really going off. It's only a couple of them where Drake is really going off.
Drake ain't making his own beats.
And yeah, Drake ain't making his own beats either. He got like
Yeah.
47 people to work with.
Yeah, man.
And
He just
compare.
utilizing them to their fullest potential, man. So I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know. You might be right. Songs might be. I don't know, man. Because I think if things are good, people always, forever, we always love a good story. We never want it to end. So if it's good, like a Christopher Nolan movie, I can watch that all day, bro. I never want it to end. But like if it's like a action movie right quick, I'm 90 minutes, 2 hours, I'm good. It's just or a TikTok video I can scroll through real quick. But when I'm ready to like be on a journey, we kind of need those like long, like a song like Tyler's album, like Sweet, and that I thought you wanted to dance, like Slash. That shit. Oh, that's like a 10-minute song, but it's non-skippable, bro. If you haven't heard Sweet on what's that Call Me If You Get Lost, bruh, that is like my favorite. It has this like it switches to this Latin vibe, but it's beautiful. Listen to Sweet, man. But it was another song on Kanye's album. It was called New Again, where it kind of had like this reverse, like like that kind of like whatever. I don't know what it's called, like. But anyway, it reminded me of Tenet, when that one song with Travis Scott. It was called like The Plan on Tenet, where it had like those type elements in it, but it was like not like old school Beastie Boys, that not that Rick Rubin like reversed it, not that shit, but like it was like the organ or the synths or whatever was kind of like reversed, but like I don't know. You got to listen to like The Plan. If you haven't listened to The Plan from the Tenet album, it sounds similar to New Again, but I like New Again better. But it was on some like Tenet type vibes. I love that shit, man.
Okay.
I don't know, song.
Yeah. Age. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, as the brothers were speaking about, like he mentioned Spider-Man, and if your shit is dope, like if it's dope, like yeah, if it's dope, give the people a full album. But it's not too many people that like I consider dope. Like, but okay, what I'm saying is we are in a world where everything is so fast that an EP is suffice. Like 7 songs, anything like 9 and under. But it's a rarity that I want to hear somebody for an extended thing, but there are those people I do want to hear for. I would love to hear Doom for like a double album right now. I mean, there are people I do want to hear, Shit, I would love to hear J Electronica on like an extended album. Like there are those, but like it just matters, are you dope? Like Kanye's long shit, it's not. Kanye ain't even, when he drops these long albums, he's stunting his he's stunting. He's just like, yo, let me show you my beats. And if you don't like my beats, peep the lyrics. Like, oh yeah, this is my production. Like, it's like a complete, this is me. Like a lot of rappers have producers and like they need hype men and this person on the track. Like a lot of these rappers ain't even rapping on their own album. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to hear like. So if and shout out to Daylight, if you're dope, yeah, put a full album out, but make sure you're dope.
No, that's facts. And make sure all the songs are dope.
But your brothers, I mean, real quick, we gave Kendrick a shout out. We gave did we not notice that West Side Gun and Griselda dropped West Side Gun's album a week before Kanye, and it came out. And when Kanye shit came out, I don't think anybody else started talking about it.
Nah, they wasn't, bro. They wasn't. Keep it real.
And I'm not trying to shit on, because Griselda's still dope and all, but the Giants are coming out to play, bro. Like, you got to really come out with some dope shit now. Yeah. And not to say Griselda and Westside aren't dope, but that's a whole nother story. And not just as dope as them, right? I mean, I'm just keep it real.
No, that's facts. That's facts. So yeah, I don't see albums getting longer, and a lot. I mean, most of these cats, I like they said, I wouldn't want to hear them longer. Okay, I'm fine with short albums as long as it's potent, as long as it's powerful. Like, I think that Black Thought, he was really smart the way that he approached his two projects.
Stream of Thought. Yep. Oh, Black Thought is an incredible rapper, but Stream of Thought didn't do it for me because there wasn't enough substance. It was just battle raps. It's like real talk. Sean Price, I love Sean Price, but he never gave me that album that was incredible. Like I knew he could. It's just like beat 'em up rap, like each song, like bro, like I would. But anyway,
no, that's facts. But as that MC shit, that's what really gets me going. I loved it. Yeah. All right, I was like, yes, this is what I want to hear.
He's raw though. He's definitely
number one, Black, the first Streams contest, not number two. Number two, I feel like was alright, but number one, I feel like had a lot of stuff in it. It was just thick. It was dense. You feel me?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
What else? What else? Age speaking facts. Yeah, Daylight says age is speaking facts.
The Daylight said, "What's up, too?" Is that 707 Daylight?
Yes, it is.
Hey,
and
yeah.
She also asked, do you think that people will rethink how they do an album release? I feel like the game is really, people are doing all kind of crazy album releases. I mean, Kanye's doing a lot of stuff for it. I mean, and we talked about what Drake was doing for his album with the heart and all that kind of stuff, and just the different appearances that he's made. Kendrick, I feel like, has been kind of consistent in the way that he releases his albums. Like, literally, he drops a song like a month or two before the album comes out. It's like, you got till this time to get y'all shit together, and then the album is out. He did the same thing on his Baby Keem song. Like, it was Baby Keem, it was like Heart Part 4, and it was like something I think on Untitled for his last couple projects. But that's Kendrick's thing. I feel like there's a lot of just kind of hidden releases where it just drops out of the blue nowadays. I think you see a lot of that, but I don't know where it's gonna go. What are some of y'all thoughts, man?
As far as like the way albums are released, I mean, again, Kanye, should this have been a surprise from us though? Like, this is the man who rented out a stadium to propose to Kim. Like, dude will do crazy shit because he can.
I mean, he's always been like that.
Exactly. So it kind of makes me, like, again, Dave Chappelle said it best. I think this sums up how I feel about it. Yo, I was in the studio and Kanye got a call and was like, yeah, Dave Chappelle's in the studio right now with Kanye West. Excuse me? Like, first off, that's on a whole other level of ego. You are your own third person cheerleader, bro. Damn. Okay, cool. For sure. This is before you even made it. This is
Mm-hmm.
Kanye in the studio making beats before the accident, coming fresh out of college. This dude is like, yeah, he's in the studio with me. Not I'm in the studio with Dave Chappelle. I don't think that was a joke. I think that was real. I genuinely believe that was a true story because, like, look at Kanye.
Yeah.
Look at what he's doing. I mean, and then you see other cats. They try to release albums. I want you to name, besides NWA, off the top of your head, can you remember anybody from childhood who was dropping albums like Kanye did?
No, no, he
I mean,
he always been there,
He's always,
and
yeah.
keep it real.
yeah.
Kanye got the best live hip hop show ever.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
ever.
Yo, that Yeezy, you know he spent more money than he made on the props. The mountain spurting blood and all those
Yes, all of that.
dancers,
Yeah.
all that, and the lasers and shit. That
Yes.
shit's incredible, bro.
Yes, yeah, yo, I was thinking about it from like a production standpoint. I'm like, yo, they gotta take
This
all
is-
of this shit that's on this stage, put it in a truck somewhere, and then haul all these dancers, everybody, across the states. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. That's a lot of money. I heard he's spending like $1 million a night just to perform it. You know, and it was it was literally the craziest show I've ever seen anybody do in my entire life. I still remember it to this day. I love performing. Performing is my favorite part of hip hop, and I look up to him as a producer, as an event producer, as he's like a theater fucking director when it comes to this shit.
brother. You know what? Watching that Yeezus film on the stage performance made me do the backstory that we spoke of early. Kanye is recreating the movie Holy Mountain by Alejandro P. And it's this weird, trippy, artsy movie that you should go back and watch. Now that you watched it made me, and Kanye spoke about it like, I love this movie Holy Mountain, and it's a weird, trippy, twisted white movie. You should go check it out.
Yeah, and that's why he had White Jesus come out. He's like, oh, White
dope.
Jesus.
Holy Mountain, you can watch the whole shit on YouTube. It's dope.
There you go.
Yeah, has anybody else seen the Yeezus tour? Like videos from it? I was there, bro, and that shit was surprising as fuck.
That's just crazy.
Like this nigga literally put on like 4 or 5 different masks, right? And he's in a mask the whole time, and I'm just like, damn, bro, like what the heck's going on? But then he puts on one mask, and it's like white with like rhinestones on it or something like that.
Yes, and the rhinestones represent the flies that are on his face, because in the movie Holy Mountain, this man sits there and he has flies and shit on his face, and the masks represent that, and I'm so happy to talk about that. I've been waiting to tell somebody about that all my life.
Hey, yo, it's deep.
It's dope,
like Kanye's on some other level shit. I don't even know if we can really compare him with hip hop anymore. He's damn near like beyond the veil of hip hop. But when he puts his white mask on, like the mask itself is already crazy, but they shine like a light on the ground, right? And it's like a multicolored rainbow light. He steps in the light hits his mask and creates like a disco ball effect in the stadium. So there's literally light shining on Kanye's face, beaming off of his face into the crowd. Like all over the place. And I'm just like, nigga, what the fuck? I'm like, how did you even think about this? How did you even figure out that this shit would work like this? It was crazy, bro. Crazy. And then he starts singing one of his a song that's kind of unreleased or whatever about his mom. The fucking stage lifts up, fake snow starts falling everywhere. And I'm like, come on, bro. I wasn't trying to cry today, Kanye. Why you gotta do this to me, bro? Why you gotta do this to me?
We don't really trip that MF Doom and Kanye have the mask thing in common.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I just a sidebar real quick.
Yeah.
I love the story of why MF Doom wears the mask. Like, if you all don't know, at one point he was a rising hip hop star, and for some strange reason, his studio came to him and was like, "Yeah, we just don't like you, like leave." And he was like, "All right, cool," and he left. And instead of like saying "fuck you guys," he literally went outside, put a mask on, and came back and was like, "I'm somebody else." And I was like, "Holy shit, what? I like you. Let's do this guy." And MF Doom was born. And that's it. Like that. That's wild, right? Like you would think that shit would never work, but he was like, "Yeah, no, like I really don't want to give up."
No, that's facts. That's facts.
So
Hey, but it proves again that age old adage. Sometimes if you really want it, you gotta keep trying. You can't stop.
Mm-hmm.
Never,
Mm-hmm.
like, no matter what, like that. But damn, man, that's a brilliant piece of showmanship. Like shit, y'all
No,
don't
that's
want me?
crazy.
Fine. You
hey,
want me now? That's dope.
you know, speaking about selling your albums and like prepping the world for your album to drop, it feels like the music today, you just give the music away. You're not really making
Mm-hmm.
money off the music. You got to
Exactly.
sell, you got to make money off of your merch and your
Mm-hmm.
property and all. So if you're gonna make like, you gotta have a video to drop with your shit. But I don't know, like, selling, I mean, technology is here. We should be making more movies with our own shit, and we should
Yeah.
be like, you got to get creative with your videos and all that. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. Like Kendrick, how he did the album for Black Panther.
yes, yeah.
Like that was dope. That was dope.
But even us, on, I mean, you know, we don't have $1 million budgets for our videos and shit, but we still got to get creative with our shit. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree, and that's something that I think about. I feel like promotion probably is my weakest suit of all time. But I think about being creative with how I release music. The single structure, I think that was like a really big thing, especially over the last 2 or 3 years. But now it seems like more people are just dropping albums, complete albums, like kind of out of the blue. They're just like, bro, here it is, go slap it. You know what I'm saying? It seems like it's more the thing, and kind of like what Age said, I feel like the industry is kind of shifting, and the album, that is the promotion for whatever else you got. You know what I'm saying? The album is like the commercial. The album is like the ad. It's like, okay, like, you fuck with me musically, now come buy this shirt. Now come buy the record. You know, buy the tape. Get the shoes that come with the album.
the DVD, whatever, the book,
Exactly.
yeah. Because it's hard to sell music. Like,
It
that's
is.
like, it's hard to sell music. I don't even like that part.
So that leads me to a question. And I know on this channel we have spoken on time again of anime and things like that. But what you guys are talking about is like literally Japan. Like in Japan, if you make a manga, you can't just sell the manga, which is why most animes have toys and video games. If you didn't know, if you ever wonder why there's no Bleach games, there are. They're just not in America. Do you ever wonder why there's no Soul Eaters? There are. They're just not in America. Again, there's no real, what's the word here, security in it. Like he said, selling the music, like I genuinely understand, because
Yeah,
it is.
I ain't bought an album in forever.
Yeah, like, cause I mean, and not even because I grew up in an era where piracy was big. Like LimeWire was like, no, I'm not even trying to joke, but like LimeWire was like something that was dead ass serious. That was a business. If you was in middle school to high school, you was selling albums on the
No, that's
cut.
facts. That's
Sorry.
actual facts.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. Like FBI, don't come raid me, but like, man, bro. So like now to come and be an adult and see my friends, you know, not just the gentleman here, but other friends out there too in the music industry, and just knowing like, wow, I want you to release this album so bad, but I love you to death, dog. I can watch it on YouTube. Like, I don't know what would actually be better and more beneficial for you as a fan. Like, I think that's what's so cool. Like, let's say I'm a fan of your music, but I love your YouTube persona. And if I'm not supporting your YouTube, but I'm supporting your music, am I really a fan? Like, that's the argument that people make now. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to, again, boombox, streetlight, break beats. Let's go.
Yeah, because hip hop especially it's not in that place no more. People are not hungry. People in hip hop, for the most part, in my opinion, their persona sells the music more than the music sells itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people, they fall in love with personas and images of people and ideas and concepts of people, whether they're true or not, before they even hear the music. And then they just automatically flock to it and defend it and protect it, whether or not it's actually good, whether or not it's good or healthy for them, just because their favorite artist, right, is dropping it. We got some comments in the chat. My man Space Jabbar says those CDs were fire. Hey, those CDs were fire. I had a list of albums that stuff.
Mixtapes all day.
For real. But we got a question. What was the last album y'all bought on purpose?
You know what, bro, brother?
Oh yeah.
Brother, you know what? It's funny because I was gonna mention that. You know, when I hear these 7 or like short albums on the internet and I like them, I hope to go to the record store and find a physical with bonus songs. When I see a shortened album like 10 songs and I like it hella much, you know, I still go to the record store and I like try to buy records to sample from, you know, to make beats and shit. I'm still on Kid and Amoeba because I believe there's a lot of stuff on the shelves that you don't really hear about on the internet, even if it's on the internet. You got to see it in CD form.
No,
you know what I'm saying? So I hit the store and I go like with $20 and I'm like, bro, I'm looking for something to slap. And if something has some extended songs, I was looking for Jay Electronica's album. Like both times when he released those LPs on the internet, I was just, hopefully there's so I would go to the store and just ask, like, is there any J, or check the section and be disappointed, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
But last album I actually bought Evidence's album before it came out, Unlearned. I bought that one. That was dope.
Okay, for sure. Nora King?
Man, last physical album that I bought on purpose. Whew, that's a tough one. I don't even know.
It's keep it real. I'm kind of showing my age too, my niggas. This is
good. I didn't have a CD player for the longest, bro.
Come on, bro. Keep it real, bro. You ain't bought no CDs, bro. Relax. It's cool.
I can't even play. Look, I couldn't even play CDs,
bro. I love you, bro. It's good. Let it go, bro. Just let it go, bro. It's good. Niggas don't buy CDs. I just be doing it out of habit, walking around Berkeley high and shit. Oh, let me go to Amoeba.
I wanna be cool, guys. I wanna be part of the conversation. But I can't even. I can't.
It's cool. Keep it real.
It's good, bro. It's good.
Keep that shit real, bro. It's good.
Carpe. What about you, man? Oh my god.
There's 3 albums, man. I remember physical CDs. 3 albums. Great. That one, man, that's crazy. But that's my bad. But yeah, one of them was a Common album. I forgot what it was, man. One of them was a Q-Tip album. It was the man, I forgot what that one was, but it was all at the same time, and it was 808s. I had just broke up with my girlfriend. I had like needed something to do, and I bought those 3 albums. But I forgot Q-Tip, Common, and 808s, man. But I forgot what those Q-Tip ones was. I mean, I forgot what those other 2 was, man. But yeah, I remember like those was the last like CDs that I bought. I didn't even know you could still like buy like albums and stuff besides like, you know, going to like Target or whatever. Actually, I don't even know if you can. Well, I guess you can.
I don't know, bro. No, the only time I go shopping is for baby clothes. Okay, I didn't even look toward the CD.
No, there's still a CD. There's still a CD section at Target. It's just very small.
I was like, man, is it like?
Yeah, you're not gonna find any slap there, really.
Nah. Yo, they had slap for a minute though. They selection always been poor.
Woo!
Yeah,
you gotta go to Rasputin for the slappers, bro.
Man, yeah, I just been on Tidal since streaming and shit started.
You stream on Tidal, bro?
Oh man, you said what?
You stream on Tidal?
Oh yeah, I love.
Of course you do.
See, I don't have title. I'm feeling bad.
Engineer over here, like
Yeah,
like 40 billion kilowatts sound.
Yeah, I was line wiring that for all these years and stuff, and I was like, bruh, you know what, man? Just like you said, the argument, like, oh, are you really supporting? I was like, bruh, man, I love this art. I love this. But I was like, bruh, I've been literally line wiring that shit for, and then if it wasn't line wires, the next one. And I was like, damn, bruh. So I just finally just got a title. I was like, I had got Spotify free one, and I got the paid version. Then when I got the free title, you know, they give you a trial. I was like, oh my god, bro, like, whoa, you can, man, this is a whole other level, bro. Like, you can hear everything that they intended. It's different. Like, I listen to Donda on my regular title, then I pay for the well, actually I emailed them. I was like, hey, is there any way I can get the title hi-fi? And it was like, oh, we'll give you a discount. I was like, cool, shit, fuck it. So now I'm paying $15 for the title hi-fi. And like, I heard Donda on that shit. It was even better, bro. Like, man, like, y'all gotta hear, like, he has this prayer in the background the whole time. It's just like, and like the prayer is just so like heartfelt, and it's like, you know, like I used to, one of the other reasons I love this album is because, like, you know, I don't go to church no more, I'm not a Christian or whatever, but I used to be, and like all of the things I loved about church is kind of like in this album. I loved when people like actually like felt shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they had that tears in their eyes, like, oh my god, and they in their zone, they had that hurt in their past or whatever. And you can hear that in one of the prayers on Come to Life. He made a video for it too, but like, it was just that pain and everything. And then like the choirs, like I used to, like, I can't sing, but I used to be in a child choir just because I used to get cake in the month. I was like, oh shit.
I couldn't sing, I was in there for the cake.
Bro, I was for at least like a year, bro. Once they stopped giving out the cake, I was like, I
gotta go, bro.
I'm cool.
Learning,
like, I'm gonna head out.
And the tenors and how they like their voice box. And to this day, I love when to hear when sopranos say they one thing, and then the altos say they other, and then the tenors say they, you know, that shit like rain, you know.
Like, that straight gospel shit right there, boy.
Of that, and he put some of that in there too. And then I went back and I listened to Jesus is King, right? And I was, man, this Donda's like more refined, and like it seemed like he put his more focus into this gospel album as opposed to Jesus is King. It was really like, it was good, some good moments on there, but it seemed like it was more rushed. But it was like, it's focused on like only fashion, he is incredible. When he's focused on only music, incredible. When he's doing both and he's juggling all these hats and going back and forth, I don't think it's like to its full potential or whatever. But
I agree. I don't even think you can be. You know what I'm saying? I be focusing on one thing myself, because as dope as I think I am, I'm like, nah, bro. No.
Yeah, it's hard and so much better.
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to percentages. It's like, if you got any percent of your energy going somewhere else, there's no way you can get 100% of your energy going to whatever you're trying to direct it to. So you got to be able to put that there, because to me it draws from the same pool. It all draws from that pool of creative energy, you know.
And you know, it's dope that we're giving Kanye all of his props for his music and his visuals and all, but can we stop and recognize his Sunday service was pretty damn lit? Like, his Sunday, like, that was a lit church service, and I wish I would have been able to attend it once to see it with my own eyes. But like, so, you know, some people would say Kanye is just like, okay, we as rappers, we as adults growing up in hip hop, like, as we get older, if you want to keep rapping, you may eventually evolve and start rapping about more and more about God, because that's just where your heart is at. And people will not say it's always real, or like, you just doing it for the money or whatever. But like the fact that it's not just music, but he's actually out there trying to give praise in
Mm-hmm.
his, and it's not just one album. It's like, since, like, you can hear the growing up in him. So you like, this man is genuinely trying to like switch up his MO and praise
Mm-hmm.
God through hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Kirk Franklin? Like, I mean, I don't know what you want to call it, but I call it evolution. And you start seeing more hardcore rappers even talk about God in their raps and give him props. So
Mm-hmm.
hell, let's do it. I love to see evolution of rap, but I mean, like, man, we all got some type of faith.
Mm-hmm.
Spit your faith in your beats, bro, to make
No,
that
that's
shit
facts.
dope.
That's facts.
Yeah.
I think it's important to talk about these kind of topics as rappers and as MCs because we're human beings as well, and people relate to MCs as humans, and that's important to be able to put in because it's one thing to battle somebody and tear somebody apart, but it's like once you start making tracks, you can say things that can really change people's lives, and it's important to be mindful of that and try and direct that into a positive way. And I think Kanye is definitely trying to do that. But
Yeah.
it's almost time for the show to wrap up. I do want to say the last album or albums that I bought. I got a couple of them, right? So the last physical CDs I bought were actually My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and Kid Cudi's two albums. His first album and his second album, Man on the Moon and like Kid Cudi Is Back or whatever. Or Day and Night. The Man on the Moon 2.
Oh shit.
Man on the Moon 2. Okay. And I bought those albums, but I also bought Kendrick's album, his first studio album.
No.
And I bought the deluxe edition, but I bought the digital deluxe edition. I didn't buy the CD, and I was really just buying it to support Kendrick. And I was like, yo, I fuck with this. Let me go ahead and buy the actual version. But I also bought a record from Open Mike Eagle, who's one of my favorite rappers. It was more of an underground rapper who's been doing a lot of big things.
Yes.
And so I bought his record on like an actual record on vinyl. You know what I'm saying?
Because he, as an independent, he needs that a lot more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chris Corell and Jean Grey, all the middle guy. I get it.
Yeah, and I honestly, I think at this point it's good, especially as an MC. Like, I think it's important to spend money with other artists who I really fuck with and whose music I want to support because that actually supports the artist. And like folks are saying in the chat, especially on Bandcamp, because that's an easy way for the artist to get the money. The split's cool, it's fair. And Bandcamp does a lot of days where they give all the money to the artist. You know what I'm saying? Like Bandcamp Fridays, where if you buy a product or a record from an artist, all the money goes directly to them. And Bandcamp does not take a cut at all. So that is how I spend my money nowadays when it comes to music.
But
It's dope.
that's nice.
Okay. So before we get out of here, can we get last second thoughts? And we'll under a minute our time, folks. Carpe, you want to go ahead and start us off?
I ain't got no last minute thoughts yet. Yeah, go to somebody else, and I'm
Okay.
coming.
Noir King, it's on you.
All right, I'll keep it real quick. Again, man, Drake, if you want to stay relevant in the game, you gotta switch it up. You gotta come with something new. Time to elevate, because you, like we said, too up there. Final thoughts on Kanye. Are we possibly looking at Ray Charles here again? Think about it, because how many other artists have been able to make the jump like Ray Charles did? I mean, this is a dude who made swing music,
Mm-hmm.
and then he made country music,
Facts. 30 seconds.
and then he made gospel music.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back to back, and he was amazing. Like, and he wrote these songs. I mean, one of the most amazing songs ever. And I'm done here. When I think it's called "Hey Now," he made that up on the spot. They told him he needed. You got what? 15 more minutes, and they was like, "We paid you," and he sat there and I think what 2 minutes and created a song in his head that he played for his people, and they follow him. That's how good of an artist he was. That is art. That is
Mm-hmm.
ability. That is skill.
No, that's
Okay, y'all
facts.
talk about, hey, he can't see, so there's no absolute no excuse
Straight up,
whatsoever.
straight up. But
Period.
they
Like,
they they don't make them like that no more. I'm gonna keep it real.
no, no.
No.
So nah. So on with that being said, man, like, yo, Kanye, I would have to put, like, Ray Charles is probably one of my greatest musical inspirations ever, and I'd have to say Kanye, like, this is Ray. Kanye is slowly getting himself up there
Okay,
with
okay,
every album,
okay.
because man, it's mind blowing.
All right, all right. Age is on you, man.
Kendrick. Oh, okay. Kanye's better than Drake. Looking forward to Kendrick around the corner. Thank you for having me tonight, and I'm part of a podcast called Duck Soup the Show, DUKKSOP on YouTube. Please join us, and Najee, please come back, and thank you for having me. And Mad Villain 2, where's that at? That's what I want to hear. That's what I
Man,
want to hear. Yeah,
man, come on, release them,
and
bro, please.
yeah, and find me on Facebook or YouTube, Adrian H. Scott. Yeah.
Yeah, you got more time if you want to say anything else.
Duck Shoot the Show, and love you all, and I love my family. Love you guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
thank you
nice.
for having
That's
me.
nice. Hey, thank you for being here.
Yeah,
You welcome anytime, bro.
yeah.
Okay,
You
cool.
guys are some powerful brothers. Like, this is dope. I love. You know what? Here's one. I've never met. I know Najee, but I've never met the other brothers until tonight. But think about it like this: when was the last time a bunch of four brothers just like randomly get together and talk that we don't know about? That needs to happen more often, because we don't even look at it. Black men, we walk the streets and we won't even like say what's up
No,
unless
that's
it's a what's up, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
this is dope to talk amongst other powerful black men. And shout out to everyone in this chat room. What up, Daylight? What up?
Man, that's facts, and but that's why we're here, and that's why we created this show, Black Men Meet. We sometimes we have other folks on, but we try and center it around black men and black male voices, because we need a space to be able to talk like this and to be able to come together and to be honest. And I think to a certain extent, it's kind of important to be witnessed. And this is like a little side note. I was talking to my lady some time ago, and we were talking about black men and how a lot of us, in my experience, when we meet up with each other, it's not always it's not to chill. I don't really meet up with my partners to chill. It's always some kind of purpose or something that we're doing, right? Like, we'll meet up and we'll talk and we'll chop it up, but we're here to make a record, or we're here to be a part of this event. You know what I'm saying? Or we're here to do X, Y, and Z. We're planning something. You know what I'm saying? We're going out and we're doing something. We're collaborating that way. But it's important, I think, for us to have this time where we chill and where we can just talk about things, right? And even this platform is, we're meeting for a specific goal and a specific reason, to do something, to create something. But it gives us the opportunity to have a conversation with each other, you know what I'm saying, and to be vulnerable with each other, and to be witnessed being vulnerable, and to have people chime in, and to create like a space where this conversation can really exist, you know what I'm saying, and show people that it can exist and that it does exist. So it's good for me. But I think it's interesting that it's like this doing of the thing is what's really pushing it forward, you know what I'm saying. So
This is dope. Yeah,
those are my last words.
dope.
Carpe?
Oh yeah, yeah. Me, yeah. You for sure for like this like you said, this was dope. Just talking, just meeting up, black men, like sharing our thoughts and opinions and ideas, beliefs, philosophies, all that stuff, man. And like also just on the music tip, like I'm liking how like that they had like that year off. All these artists had that year off, and like this music much more.
Yeah.
2021. Nice. That's one thing I'm beautiful. CLB, it was cool, harder, but like Donda was just like it was art, man. Like
it was.
You know, like look, you did me, was like, that's nice. Wow. I don't. Like that's what it is with this. It's not just like, oh, dope hip hop art, all this shit. It's like this is art, and you gotta like sit with it for a little bit and just like, look at those colors and the way that these brush strokes and all that. And that's what I'm doing. I'm like, bro, Junior is slapping from Junior to like Moon, like that Moon, bro. Like that is a vibe right there, bro. Just like I'm of course high when I'm listening. Of course. Moon is just like on another level when you high, bro. It's for like, bro, it's for you, bro. Like, and it's the whole. It's a journey, bro. I'm about to listen to it again after this shit. Smoke.
Yeah, I got to listen to it again too. I got to listen to it again. I ain't gonna lie.
It's slapping, bro. Like,
yeah, that should do be slapping. But hey, I actually got one more question, and this is a good one. It's a good one. Mm-hmm. Jay-Z's verse, is it better on CLB or is it better on Donda? Real quick. I CLB, bro.
Remember, I didn't listen to CLB like that. I don't remember, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Hey, it's all good, bro.
But Donda by default.
I mean, bro, it's deep in there. It's deep. Yeah. I was like, if there's any song I gotta hear and remember, bro, let me hear this one. I listened to that shit today, this morning, bro, and I was, it was a struggle.
The whole thing, homework, bro. I was like, bro, I'll be cool about talking about like the first half of this album, man, because I'm about to go back and listen to Donda, man. That I was listening to him and Tyler, bro. Tyler's album was fire still. Like I'm still like. That shit clean. It's sweet as mine. Man.
Okay.
He came hard, bro.
Narcan?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, man, he's right. Like, I'm gonna have to go listen to this too when we get out of here, man. I was like, I'm listening to some Mad Villain. Go a little Donda, man. That's my night right now, bro. Like,
yeah,
I feel it. Donda's nice, bro. Look, Donda is nice. Kanye deserves the props. I
feel so. I'm sorry. I feel so good that I did my obligated Drake listening for the year.
Yo, for the lifetime.
For the lifetime, I'm good.
Man, I look. I liked Drake for a short period of time. At first, I wasn't fucking with him. Marvin's Room, I wasn't fucking with him. Nothing was the same. I was like, okay, this is cool.
Check it out.
Decent. Oh yeah, but now after that, I can't fuck with him again.
Drake is the shit your girl slapping in her Nissan or like her, that's what your chick is slapping. You're in the passenger seat. You're just like, that's cool, ma, whatever. You're just like you're riding to the mall with her and shit. She's slapping Drake.
Like, okay,
whatever.
I get it.
It's I get it. You got your 2 8s in the trunk. Your 10s. You slapping whatever.
Facts.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be slapping Drake. I'm waiting for Kendrick, bro. I am
Hell
waiting
yes.
for Kendrick.
Yes. Yeah.
Please, can October 22nd get here any faster?
Boy.
Okay.
I hate too, man. I really do.
Look, I'm about to put that shit on the calendar. I'm buying the album. I'm buying 2 copies of the album off top.
I think everybody is.
For the K-Dot?
I think everyone's literally gonna be like, once that shit hits the internet, bing, it's over.
Man, for real. It's gonna be at 12 o'clock midnight.
Yeah.
Queued up like, where's that?
Yeah.
Yo,
we shut the game down. Shut the internet down.
Yeah, Amani Jade asked, can y'all come back for the K-Dot? Can we come back and do K-Dot?
Oh man, please.
Oh yeah, bro, I'm down.
I love it. K-Dot is my favorite rapper of all time, bro. Straight up. I don't care what nobody says. I love everything he's ever made. He says shit that nobody says, bro. And he really bridges the gap between street shit and conscious shit. And
yes, and hip hop, and pure hip hop, and pure hip hop,
pure straight hip hop.
Yeah, straight, bro. I like to say I'm nobody's dick rider, but right now Kendrick is the complete rapper.
He is
like for this generation. For this generation, especially.
Exactly. To me, there's not a
MC there's in this nobody really
who is better than Kendrick.
Nope.
J. Cole is nice, but Kendrick sweeps J. Cole.
Bro, hold up. Motherfuckers still ain't really answered to that control verse. Come on. Niggas got smacked in that control verse.
We got demolished. Like people who weren't even mentioned try to respond, and I was
shut
like,
it
bro,
down,
I'm sorry,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
It's not comparable. Okay,
Yeah.
and Kendrick killed J. Cole on that Black Friday verse on his own song.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, bro, look, after listening to Kendrick's verse, I'm mad that I listened to that one first because I can't listen to J. Cole's anymore.
I never did this time, bro. So, just like, damn, bro, you should have just let him have this little moment.
Bro.
I'm just gonna delete my shit because that shit.
It was a good verse. It was a good verse. It's just compared to Kendrick's verse, it's like,
Yeah.
Okay, hey.
I'm like, why'd you do him like that, Kendrick?
Final thoughts for the chat, though. Final thoughts for the chat, because I think we forgot something very, very important. Very, very important about this whole Kanye situation. Okay, we totally neglected it. All right. There's one person in the center of both of these albums. Soulja Boy.
Man.
Soulja Boy. Because Soulja Boy gave Drake all his bars, line for line, bar for bar. Okay. And then, okay, we already know Kanye already was hating on my man's greatness because he got the first video game console ever by a rapper. Okay, so obviously he had to be taken off the album like shadow ban.
Shadow ban on Instagram. Shadow ban.
Yeah, so Soulja Boy right now challenging Kanye to a fight. That's reasonable in my opinion. I believe that should go down. I believe that should get the gloves. I mean,
But
I'm not even trying to be facetious.
Didn't he get upset because he got snatched off of the song, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
a
bunch of people got snatched off the song, bro. Don't take it personal.
Other people
Like
got
the baby got snatched. Yeah, niggas you still got paid.
Yeah, that's facts.
Soulja
got robbed. My man Space Bar and said Soulja got robbed.
Hold on, wait.
Soulja got the best verse on the album, bro.
Version y'all don't have the baby on it.
No.
Yeah, the baby was on it, and he got a verse snatched off of it.
I'm saying the version that y'all listening to don't have the baby
No,
on it?
nope.
You see what I'm saying, bro?
Oh,
You heard the one with the baby on it? You heard the one? Oh wow! Conspiracy. That's the Illuminati. That's the Illuminati working. We're not gonna let you talk about that.
FBI just got him.
They can never know. They can never know. They can never know.
No, fuck that.
Yo, so I don't know whose video is frozen, who's not. Somebody said the video was frozen, but Carpe just cut out. Okay, Carpe was talking about the album and the version. He just gone. He just got kicked straight up. I didn't do nothing but hands. You know what I'm saying?
For real, he was like, y'all don't have no version with the
shit.
With the baby on it?
Gone.
Thanos snap like,
yeah. Yo, but Naj, you know what? Anytime you guys, this is so dope. Anytime you have me, bro, I'm definitely here. Anytime, bro.
For sure. We're gonna come back for Kendrick for sure. We're gonna come back for Kendrick.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up, man.
Yo, and it was nice meeting you. It was nice meeting you, King. You're dope.
Yo, man. Appreciate you, homie, man. I want to talk to you about that comic book too, man. I myself am trying to get one out the gates. You know?
Yeah. Let's build, bro. Yo, Naj, can you link us up on Facebook so we can all build?
Easy.
All right, thank you, bro.
Easy.
Love you, man. Peace out.
Shout out to H. Scott, man. Follow him. Shout out to, of course, Noir King. Follow him. Shout out to my man, Fantastical Carpe, who's not here. Follow him, too. Shout out to Mighty J, Daylight, Space Jabaro. Take care.
Good night,
we
y'all.
out.
Good night. Peace.